show our Bibles.
Hola,
Holy
Bible.
We got
So many
Daniel and Psalms and Kings. Oh, wait. Okay, is the audio on? Let's see, is the audio on? Yeah, it's on. Jeremiah, Kings again. Oh, I thought that said bruh. I was like, it said the bruh. That looks like bruh. It's Quentin. Ruth. It says Ruth.
Oh shoot!
I thought it's. Oh, that's alright. Rip the pop socket. Exodus.
Hey.
We are just waiting. Genesis. Okay. Jeremiah. Psalms. I thought that said bruh again. Numbers 7. Exodus. Genesis. Okay, now during this for you guys. Say what's up, Dora off Taffy.
We got Holy Bible. Live, bro. Live.
It's the Holy Bible.
What?
The youth rally? We got soda, y'all.
March 15th.
That's, I don't know. Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna keep it in my pocket.
What?
Okay, guys.
We're going to start by praying. So we are going to join hands, and Richard, want to listen? We're going to join hands. Our touch fingers. Are we going to rub elbows? Are we going to go shoulder to shoulder? Or are we going to touch hands every other one?
Okay. The air.
Cool. Now you're connecting. There's a lot of space between. There's a lot of space.
I'm recording.
No.
It's still live. I know.
All right, let's pray. Who wants to volunteer to pray? Yes. Is that we're gonna pray? Go.
I don't know how to start it off. Brayden. Wait, you didn't like Grayson. Oh, like Grayson. Like Grayson. Okay.
Listen up.
Dear Lord, thank you for letting us be here together today, and thank you for letting us all have these great opportunities that we're blessed with. Amen.
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 Alright, for your little couch.
Still wrong.
I have 2 questions. I'm going to ask the first question to you, answer, and I'm going to ask the second question, you're going to answer, then you're going to give your answers back to me. So, first question, I need your full attention. Is luck a real thing? Don't go yet. I want to say it again. Is luck a real thing? I want to give you guys like a minute to debate it amongst your group. Go. Is luck a real thing? Go.
I think it all depends on the probability because. Here, I'm gonna flip the camera. I think. Do y'all think luck is a real thing? So.
Oh, because it's
Dang! Alright. Okay, so I think it is a real thing, but I honestly think it depends. I don't know. It can be and it can't. I say yes and no because sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. So it's a real thing. You just may not get it all the time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I say some people may think it's not because you don't receive luck all the time, but so it's a real thing.
I think it depends on the person, either if they're really, really lucky or if they just don't have any luck.
no phone should be out at this time. Second question. When has a time, or name a time where something's happened to you in which you didn't understand the reason for it happening until a couple days later or even years later, if that makes sense? Like, so in your group, I'm gonna say the whole thing again because I know that was a mouthful. Something happened to you, like maybe something dropped on your head, and then you realized 3 years down the road that your brother was throwing a rock at you. But I didn't realize it at the time. You understand?
Are you about
Yeah, maybe. When is the time that something's happened to you that you didn't understand the reason it happened to you until sometime later? Here's an instance of your little house. Please go.
So when I broke my arm and I was really
Everybody does.
I was at the bottom of the staircase. Thinking I was like this little puppy. Donovan jumped all the way down the staircase, and I didn't realize he was like stupid. But now I know he's stupid.
Well, it happens this time of year, during the school year, and we had found out my grandma, Dynamite, passed away. I didn't know how, why, or how it happened until we were told the day we came home from school because we had gotten the email. And they told us, she had, not necessarily, she had, diabetes. And she was trying to watch her health and stuff, but it just took over and,
Okay, so there's this one time, a metal pole was hit. I hit.
Zero, okay.
I was like,
So, first question was, is luck a real thing? We're obviously going to disagree in some manner or facet. This is not a time to debate.
I'm gonna say it.
Look at the Bible.
I let you guys talk about your group, get your debating out at that moment. We're going to be respectful when people say this, though I will actually get the final word. Okay, so, yes. Is luck a real thing, Mr. Guys?
Well, I honestly feel like it is. You sometimes get it and you sometimes don't. But I also think people have different perspective on things, so they may think it's not real because they don't get all the time or very rarely.
So you personally just feel like luck is a real thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I want to offend anyone, but I don't know if luck is a thing because you it just comes and goes, and sometimes it's kind of like it's just like it's almost just like 50-50 chance. You're either gonna get a failing grade on this, or you're gonna get a passing grade. And sometimes I think it depends on you.
So you're saying that you make your own luck? You know? Okay, so yeah, what do you think? Is luck a real thing, Grace?
Being blessed, not like you win the lottery. It's not doesn't happen by luck. I think it's because you're being blessed.
So you're saying we're not lucky. Sometimes God chooses to give you a blessing, and there's not like this cosmic force called luck. It's God. Okay. Great.
I would say it's all about time, but I agree with Grace. It's kind of like a blessing if you win a lottery ticket. But
You just win a ticket. You don't win a lottery.
Nope, you just win a ticket.
A lottery ticket. I got a ticket. Yes. So great.
What were you going?
Man, he did this.
Simone.
I kind of disagree with Grace, and I was thinking glasses.
Brayden! It's Brayden.
No, what did he say? 4 eyes.
Listen up.
He said, I have eyes. I have eyes.
Hold on, guys. We're not being respectful. One of our cardinal rules is we're doing no harm. It's harmful when we don't listen to each other. Just remember that. So.
I think the governor said luck is just a word that we came up with to explain something that we don't understand, we can't come up with a good reason for, or for people who just don't believe in God.
Okay. Second question was, when is something that's happened to you that you only understood the reason for it happening until a later time after? Trenton, yeah.
This one time when I got a metal pole,
At what point? Okay.
thrown at my head. I had no idea why it happened until when I came back home and I noticed that my sister
they were just playing and they threw it, and then I'm guessing it just struck me in the head.
I wonder how many of these answers are going to be sibling related, to be honest with you. We'll find out really soon. Okay.
Mine was when my ferret died and came back alive. I only knew it was God the next day.
Fair attack, came back from that. That's kind of pretty deep. Grace.
He probably just fell asleep.
What's up? He might have been playing dead. We don't know yet.
It might
He
be.
was screaming.
Grace.
I
Right there.
yeah.
So your turn.
Be respectful.
It was like my horrible sins. Like I just back when I was like 7, 8 years old, I didn't know it was wrong until like now I realize, wow, that was a very bad mistake. I shouldn't have done that.
So sometimes we don't realize how wrong things are until later. Yeah, tell us.
I actually have a theory for how
That type of theories you can tell me after. The question is, you can tell me the theory after. I'd love to listen to it. But the question is, when is the time that something's happened to you that you didn't understand the reason for it until later?
Huh.
Okay.
we're trying.
Ricky.
So back when I was younger, of course, I burned. I want to say I knew that I was supposed to believe in God, but I didn't really fully understand it until a few years ago, and then it felt like it punched me in the stomach. It all came to me, and I realized I'm in a pool that I can't really get out of, and I'm drowning, and it keeps getting, there's more water being poured in every second. And I realized that I need to make a decision.
And that decision was for God?
Yes.
Okay. And the pool's a metaphor or is it a real?
Metaphor.
Just
A metaphor.
I mean, people get saved in like life and death situations. Well, it's not so. It's just, I was verifying that. We're going to move to an explanation of the book of Esther, and then we're going to do the candy recap after that. So,
That's my grandma's last name. And my grandpa and my papa.
There's like
Which one?
a
Which
grace
brother?
period until you're like 10.
My grandparents. Their last name.
Actually, after.
I love God. Same.
An Israelite named Mordecai moved to a country called Susa with his adopted daughter Esther. While they were there, the king of Susa, Xerxes, was looking for a woman to become queen. Young women from all over Susa, including Esther, were brought to live in the king's palace and go through a year of beauty treatment before the king would make his selection. When Esther finally got to meet him, he was attracted to her more than any of the other women. So Xerxes placed a crown on Esther's head and made her queen. But Esther did not tell him that she was an Israelite, also called a Jew, because Mordecai asked her not to, fearing his reaction. One day, Esther's father Mordecai was sitting near the king's gate and overheard two of the king's officers planning to kill the king. So he warned Esther, and Esther told King Xerxes. The king's life was saved, and the two men were executed. Shortly after, King Xerxes promoted one of his men, named Haman, to a position higher than all the other officials. He commanded everyone to bow down as Haman entered each day through the king's gate, but Mordecai refused. When Haman saw this, he was furious and even more angry when he found out from some of his officials that Mordecai was an Israelite. So he looked for a way to kill not only Mordecai, but all of the Israelites living in Susa. He convinced King Xerxes to declare a law stating that all Israelites living in the region would be killed on a specific day because they would not follow the king's law. When Mordecai heard about the law, he tore his clothing and wept bitterly. He convinced Esther to go before the king, revealed that she was an Israelite, and asked the king to spare her people. There was one problem. No one, not even the queen, was allowed to come before the king uninvited. If they did, They risked being put to death. But Esther was brave and approached the king, who asked, "What is your request?" Esther said that she wished for the king to host a banquet and to make sure that Haman, the man who wanted to kill the Israelites, was there. At the banquet, she would make her request known. When the day of the banquet came, everyone, including Haman, was there. The king asked Esther what it was that she wanted. She revealed that she was an Israelite, a Jew, and begged for her own life and the lives of her people. The king was furious with Haman, who had convinced him to create the law and had him arrested and killed. Then King Xerxes not only removed the law to kill the Israelites, but gave all of them living in the region protection and rights. Because of Esther's bravery, the Israelites were spared and even honored.
I left out a lie.
Just for the recap, and then we're going to jump into this story. I don't let Ms. Victoria choose people, and she's going to actually spill the candy as well. But you don't even know what I'm going to ask.
I want to throw the candy.
I actually poured it myself.
I throw that. Yay,
What did we? Who was the main characters of last Wednesday's lesson?
I wasn't here.
I know. Colin, what do you think?
I wasn't there either, was I?
Listen up. If you're talking, you're not going to go.
That's true, that's a good one. Are you both your hands raised? Or just one? Nobody's hands raised? Simone.
No!
That was the week before, I was here for that one.
Wait, what?
That's not Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. It is.
Shrek.
Wait, wasn't it?
Wait. I
Twin Towers Party.
literally read about it.
Twin Towers
His
Party.
name started with an H, right?
An H?
No. Heather? No, you I know he started with an H.
Solo. Hey, yo,
You
mama.
told me that it was, I remember what it was.
They rebuilt.
Oh, the temple.
Give candy for that. They rebuilt the temple.
Ezra.
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 There it is.
Ezra? Ah,
No, not in the video of last week.
And then Nehemiah, Ricky's got one. Okay, so they were tasked to rebuild the
Ricky's got one
temple.
or need one?
Ricky gets one. They go home and they start building the temple, but what happens?
What?
They start rebuilding the temple, but what happens?
Right.
Oh. They refuse?
They don't refuse, that's correct. They're not correct.
And when you were
Jeremy, were you here?
I'm going to take a random guess.
Instructional 100.
They returned?
Nope.
Random guess.
Other.
They were sidetracked.
They were sidetracked, perfect, okay? And they were sidetracked for 15 years, and then what does God say needs to happen? He says, I want
John.
detail points on this.
John.
Build the temple.
Yes, but he says, you're right, but like, why does he say, what did he say you've done?
Detail.
You're almost there, keep
Not
going. He
just
says,
few
you've
words.
done this, now it's time to build my temple. A little harder.
Picking up a strip.
But, he still gets one. I'll end it there, guys. He says that you guys have built your houses, you've built your dwellings, you've started jobs. Listen up. You've reaped from fields that were yours. You've rebuilt, but you've stopped building my temple. Last week we talked about how often our priorities, our God's priorities, don't become our main priority, and that God wants His priorities to be our main priority. Now we get to the story of Esther. And this is kind of a side story because the Israelites that we learned about had gone back home to Israel. And these kind of Israelites are still remain throughout the city, are throughout different nations and stuff like that. So
They were captured people.
they were captured, but this is after they're liberated for the most part, though. So this is after they freed them and so that they came back. Yeah. So she's, from what I understand, they were living in a land, and she didn't return. So some of the Israelites didn't return and still chose to live someplace. And this is like something like 75,000 Israelites in a different way. So I wanted us to read Esther 5, or 3, 5 through 13. So you go on 5, go get it down there. 30 seconds, go get them. Go. 5. And we're going to do Esther 3. Esther 3.
Esther. Already done it. Esther.
King Mallard.
If you pressed it.
Sir. Okay, sir.
Wait.
Okay, so what? What?
Reside, the king.
If you guys have a little Bible,
So I should slow down.
page 446.
446.
If you got the little Bible.
446.
And the small Bible. Okay.
Please, I popped it
5
at the
through
right
13.
time.
Listen up.
He said 5.
446.
Full attention. I know we're trying to get to the Bible, and we're trying to get that, but I do need full attention. We're going to read 5 through 13. So Esther 3, 5 through 13.
Oh,
Who wants
Esther
to take?
3, my bad.
Who wants to take the first? Brady, I'm going to let you read to
What? Which one?
10, and then I'm going to let Simone pick it up from 10 to 13, if that makes sense. So stop after you read 9, Brady. Stand up for us as we read the word. Okay.
When Hannah saw Mordecai would not kneel down to pay him honor, Mordecai's people were east.
Where you at? Where you at?
3 weapons.
Enraged? He was enraged.
What was I reading?
Start at 6. He was enraged.
Yet having to learn the Mordecai's people were
Scorn.
scorned the idea of killing only Mordecai. Instead, Haman looked for a way to destroy Mordecai's people. The Jews thought the whole kingdom of Xerxes. In the 12th year, the king Xerxes, in the first month, the mouth of Nijin, here.
Yeah, the pure. It means to cast lot. It's a Hebrew word, the pure.
Was cast in the presence of Hannah to select the day and month. And the lot fell on was 12 months, the month of Adar. Then Hannah said to King Xerxes,
You got it. Go.
there is a certain people, this peers among the peoples in all the provinces of your kingdom who keep themselves separated. There are customs are different from those of all other people. And they do not obey the king's laws. It is not in the king's best interest to tolerate them. If it pleases the king, let a decree issue to destroy them, and will give them 10,000 talents of silver. The king administered for the royal treasury.
Perfect. Simone, pick it up at 10.
So the king took his
signet ring from his finger and gave it to Haman, son of Hammedatha the Agagite, the enemy of the Jews. Keep the money, the king said to Haman, and do with the people as you please. Then on the 13th day of the first month, the royal secretaries were summoned. They wrote out in the script of each province and in the language of each people all Haman's orders to the king's satraps, the governors of the various provinces, and the nobles of the various peoples. These were written in the name of King Xerxes himself and sealed with his own ring. Dispatches were sent by couriers to all the king's provinces with the order to destroy, kill, and annihilate all the Jews, young and old, women and children, on a single day, the 13th day of the 12th month, the month of Adar, and to plunder their goods.
Perfect. So, I'll explain it to you. A lot just happened in that. So, this guy hates the Jews. Some people said that the Jews had killed his people a long time ago. This guy hates the Jews. Most of all, he hates Mordecai because when he walks, people are supposed to bow down to him because he's like second in command only to the king. And Mordecai kind of looks like him like he's nothing. So he hates him. He wants all of them dead. So here's my question for you. Your neighbor has the right to kill you. Think about it for a second.
Me?
Your neighbor has the right to kill you. And you can't do, by law, somebody's writing, hand down, by law, somebody's writing that your neighbor has the right to kill you, and you can't do anything to protect yourself. What are the thoughts, and what is your reaction to such a law? Because you hear it, they're passing out this law, and they said that on a certain day,
That's enough.
on a certain day, this is going to happen. They're going to do this edict, this order, and then every single Israelite in this province is going to be killed. And it's not tomorrow, it's like a year from now. But what is your response? No, your neighbor has the right to kill you, and you have no right to do anything back to them. What do you do? You move, you run, right? Moving's not simple. I think that's part of the response. But think about it like your house, what you built, and you're right. That's what everything you built. Your business is in one place. This is where you've been making money. You move out. Definitely a viable option. What else what you might possibly consider doing, LJ?
Me, I would pack up all my food and grab a cooler or something and dig like 10 feet down and start digging until I run out of food and make sure I bring money to dig up.
So you're gonna make a bomb shelter. You're gonna make a bomb shelter.
No,
And you're gonna hide yourself in the bomb shelter.
No, I'm gonna dig until I'm far away.
Oh, so you're gonna run away, but with a hole.
Yeah.
Got it. You got it.
She's gonna become Harriet Tubman.
Harriet Tubman. That wasn't really underground. Yes, ma'am. Listen up. We're gonna discuss.
I would run away in the most efficient way.
Yeah, so you'd run away in the most efficient way. Kelso, what would you do?
I would, because it says they can kill your neighbor, that would technically be able to kill him. So
No, you have no right to. You are a specific
well, it
type
says
of
that your
person.
neighbor can kill you, but you.
I said that
So,
you are a
technically-
specific person, that your neighbor has the right to kill, and you have no right to defend or kill your neighbor.
Well then.
Yes. Think about it. I'll let you come up with the answer, but think about it.
Okay, I have an answer.
No.
I was gonna see whoever.
I was gonna sue the government. This is an unjust ruling.
Other than that, I would probably, I would try and become my neighbor's friend. I don't care how long it'll take. I'll bake cookies night and day, brownies night and day. I'll cook anything they like,
Okay.
as long as they like me, and they don't, and they're like, I like this person. They're not as bad as you think. And then they talk them out of it, and then I'm safe. I have spent thousands of dollars on cookies, and I'm safe. No, but no.
And they still kill your family, but you're safe. Yes, I'm safe. Alright, we're listening. We're being respectful. Is Donovan?
Can I get some Vegemite?
Sit down. Sit down.
Vegemite is
Sit
delicious.
down. Sit down. Donovan.
You can ask the neighbor's neighbor to kill that neighbor. And then you can be like, thanks, neighbor's neighbor. One of your friends.
Okay.
There you go. You got yourself another friend.
Kelso, listen up.
I would just build a big old wall.
Around your house. Around your house, you build a wall to make sure nobody can get in. Got it.
And it has to happen quickly.
Brandon. Brandon.
One, I would barricade myself. Two, me and her are neighbors, so.
She's gonna give you cookies.
No, she had a murder.
Yeah,
Or
apparently,
Wait,
yeah.
same question on this line.
Caleb's like the old guy.
Second question.
That's tough.
You guys should be listening to me, not talking to people beside you. You should be listening to me, not talking to people beside you. John, second question. What makes it hard about it being sometime in the future, not tomorrow? I want you to think about it. I'll let you guys answer. Don't throw your hands up just yet, but think about it. I want you to put your feet in their shoes for a second. It's not today, it's not tomorrow. It is. Huh?
Like Christmas.
Yeah, it's like coming up in December. Like, think about that. You are sitting, you know this edict has been passed, which means a law that your neighbor gets to kill you, take everything you have. It's coming up in December. What's hard about that waiting or that time period of them not being able to do it, but it's coming up? What do you think makes that kind of complex and kind of difficult and different in this situation? Yeah.
The human population will go down.
Why?
So everyone's neighbors be able to kill each other?
No, well, Israelites specifically. So if you're pretending you're an Israelite in this sense. Your neighbors are all they're probably Persians and other things like that. Your Persian neighbors get to kill you come December.
Non-Israelites.
Because you're an Israelite.
Israelites on a certain day.
It's messed up. It's kind of like the Persians somewhat. Yes, Jared, let's not.
I have two things. One, you would kind of feel like I would rather get this over with than have to wait for it.
Okay.
And two, is this like the first Holocaust?
No, not really. There's been all kinds of genocides throughout history, as well as we would even say the Israelites kind of did that too. The Israelites killed people of a certain ethnicity or a certain ethnicity, a certain tribe essentially. I mean, throughout history there have been all kinds of people groups that have been killed for their tribe. Now we say that. So it's happened throughout history. Well, it's happened to every cultural group and things like that. So. All right, going back to the main question. What would make it hard, LJ? Or what would make it different, right?
I have two reasons. One is kind of like because the population would be down because a lot of the Israelites would be moving out because of their fear. And two, you only have so much time to prep for this event and to prep to move out. It would be like.
Yeah. Okay.
You're really gonna have to, if you move, like they said, you'd probably want to move the day you heard about it, because I'm pretty sure at the time was pretty big, and so you probably want to move the day of, and so you'd only have time to get a few bags, and then you'd just be like, oh, okay, let's go with the bag here. Or if you decided that it wasn't worth probably not making it out in time, and you decide to stay, you kind of have to wait for the thing to happen. You would probably just be scared that someone's going to do it before the actual thing. Just like the close enough.
Like, just
What makes this kind of hands down? What makes this kind? One second, hands down doesn't mean anything. What makes this kind of interesting is about 75,000 people stay, and they're Jews. So think about that. Like, they've been said that you're gonna have the right to kill these Israelites, right? And about 75,000 people stayed. It kind of blows your mind a little bit, but why do you think they stayed? Just give a couple reasons why somebody might stay in light of that. And remember, I mean, it's a scary edict. You know, come December, your life is going to be gone. Maybe. Donovan, yeah.
Maybe, you like you want to die?
You want to die.
Because you were already planning for like suicide or something, and then you hear they're gonna kill you, so you're like, oh, that's fine. I mean, They're doing me a favor.
I don't think it's something like that. Listen, Donovan, I don't think I understand what you're saying, but it's very highly unlikely that 75,000 people wanted that rationale. Like maybe one or two, you know, kind of thought, no, my life is worthless. I'm gonna die anyway. Might as well do it here. I bet some people thought about that. You know, this is where I want to be buried. I mean, my family's plot here and things like that. But so I think there's probably some people who thought that way, but we wouldn't say 75,000 people thought that way. Chris, what do you think?
I think because everything they built and like their home and their business and all that are there, and they don't really want to leave that.
You can't just relocate, right? Your home, your business is there. This is how you make money. Elizabeth.
Emily.
Okay,
Yes,
sorry. I did it with confidence though. I was
know.
hoping I got it.
Spexel, last question. I was gonna say, I would go crazy.
Yes.
Now, I think people are just gonna, I think people stay because this is where they've made, like, they were here originally, they were taken away 70 years from their home.
Yep.
And then put back. How many years after 50 years?
It's around the same time.
Okay. And then
They've been around
50
100 years out away from their homes.
Yeah, so like 100 years, like, they've now been here. Like, honestly, I would just be like, that's all I got. I can't just leave my business, my home,
Yeah.
my friends and family. I can't just leave in a time like this. Like, honestly, I would want to stay and just live out the last year I have, maybe. And I would just,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want it to happen, but
It's gonna happen.
it's gonna happen either way. So.
Okay. Jaren.
Can you repeat the question?
I don't remember my answer.
I'll repeat it as like Christopher. He had an answer.
So maybe they didn't have the equipment to live in since like back in the day there were like cities everywhere and like
Okay. There wasn't PCS season, right? Nobody's moving there's nobody coming with a moving truck to load up your stuff and stuff like that. You have to carry it all yourself, Jared. Yes.
That they were like, God's gonna do something. Just
What?
wait and see.
So, hands down, this is where I want to end it and then I move. And I wonder if that's part of it, right? There's no way this is going to really happen. Might be one of the thoughts. Like, there's no way they're going to go through this, or if they had faith and said that God is going to do something in this thing. And what we know is God does in a second. Now, the last scenario I want you guys to stick your feet into somebody else's shoes is the shoes of Esther. Esther is an Israelite. And Mordecai is her uncle. Listen up. Mordecai is her uncle, and this edict has been passed, and she hasn't told anybody that she's an Israelite, but she's married the king, and this edict is passed against her. So she's put in the position where she can save herself. Nobody knows that she's an Israelite, and nobody's going to try to kill the king's wife, right? That's just stupid. That gets you killed. That doesn't work. If you are Esther, do you reveal yourself and try to save your people, or do you save yourself? If she says to him, hey, I think this should change and please save my people, she volunteers her own head on the block for saying that I am an Israelite, or she could let her people die. Yes, kind of.
I honestly would do both, but then yet, mainly.
I don't know how both is
I
an
do
answer
both.
in
I
this
know,
one.
like I would mainly put my head on the block
Okay. Let her answer.
because if I die, I mean if everybody else dies, I
Let her answer.
then more Jews or whatever it is can't be reborn and stuff. There can't be any more. But if you put yourself and you're the only one dying, then more of them can be That just sounds weird. I don't disagree. That just don't make it sound weird.
Donovan, please state your case.
Let's get on.
Listen up, let's be respectful.
I would let them all die because what if they're all boys or what if they're all girls?
Why
Like,
does that matter?
because you can't repopulate so
I can promise you this, Donovan, that there is a fair mixture of both boys and girls in the population.
I would
Listen
still
up.
kill them all because I still care about myself.
You want to
Selfish.
We heard the two answers, hands down. Now, hands down. I think obviously we want to say that we'd be like Esther and go out on the limb and say, you know, I'm going to stand up for my people.
Yep.
Generally speaking, a lot of times when rubber meets the road and when our own reputation and life is on the line, we often protect ourselves. This is kind of a cardinal fact of life. The act of preserving your own life is pretty huge. I can demonstrate this. Like, if somebody's in trouble in your friend group, would you take the blame or do you point the finger at the other person? Typically, you point the finger. Listen. Typically, for most people, you point your finger at the other person, saying it wasn't me, it was really him. Hands down. Right now, I said not yet. So that's what kind of happens. Now, Esther is in this dilemma, right? All our people, they are slated to die. It's coming up. And they're slated to die. And Esther's in this really tough position because Mordecai says to her, I think you need to do something about this. You need to use your position. And this is where we get into the subject of luck, right? Basically, she kind of wins a beauty pageant. The last king killed his last wife because his last wife wouldn't come when she was summoned. And he makes this ridiculous rule where it says that every man has to be the summoner and leader of their household. In this sense, like there's no say at all. Like it's purely authoritarian. You can't do anything else. So they made this rule in which you can't even approach the king without being summoned and things. But after killing his first wife, he kind of has all these girls show up, and Esther's the most beautiful. So she wins this pageant to be married to a king, which is a very good thing. It's a status position. She now has infinite resources. Now her family's protected. Now she has the king's ear. So she gets almost what we would say is lucky. But we kind of see in this story that even though it seems like God's people are about ready to be even though it seems like God's people are about ready to be completely eliminated, God is doing something in the most profound way. So we're going to jump to Esther 5. So 2 chapters over. And I'm going to read this one.
4, 6, 6.
Chapter 5.
Chapter 5.
What page are you touching me?
441.
It's 6. This might be my fault.
446. Is it 446 or?
Or it might be 4.
It seems like it's because it says 5. It's probably 6.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Esther chapter 4. So one chapter back, and this is what it says, starting at 13. Then Mordecai told them to reply to Esther, do not imagine that you in the king's palace can escape any more than all the Jews. For if you remain silent at this time, relief and deliverance will arise for the Jews from another place, and you and your father's house, will perish. Oh, the Jews from another place, and you and your father's house will perish. And who knows whether you have not attained royalty for such a time as this. So he's saying, did you get this for this time? Are you getting this place? But he's also saying two things for a second. He's saying, God will provide a way whether you say this or not. But think about it for a second. Maybe you are the way that God wants to do this. And then Esther told them to reply to Mordecai, go assemble all the Jews who were found in Susa and fast for me. Do not eat or drink for 3 days and nights. Eat 3 days, nights or day. And I and the maidens also will fast in the same way, and thus I will go into the king, which is not according to law. If I perish, I perish. Listen up, it's written.
Okay.
If I perish, I perish. So Mordecai went away and did just as Esther had commanded him. So, to give you the context, if she goes and talks to the king without him summoning her, she dies. So she can't like go up to the king and say, hey, yo, husband, I need this problem fixed. Literally, since he's a king and back then they have to be summoned. So she goes into his presence without being summoned, which is like a big faux pas, mistake. And since the king is so pleased with her and loves her so much, he's like, you are so beautiful, I want to give you half my possessions. And she's like, oh, thanks, that's great. Yeah, you're great. But she says, instead of giving me the half of everything you have, which maybe she could have got a better deal of it, who knows. Instead of giving her half of everything that he has, she says, I want a special banquet. Listen up. I want a special banquet, and I want these people present. And they start hatching this plan. But also, you have to hear what Mordecai says. He says, if you don't do this, I believe God's going to have to win. God has a way for providing for his people when things just seem out of place. And it seems like the worst is going to happen. And think about it. Your whole people group, all your friends, all your family are very possibly going to pass away. And this guy named Mordecai says, God's going to provide. God is going to provide. He sticks his neck out on the line. So does Esther. What is something that, what is something you think God is calling you to risk? So, to give you the context, Esther is risking her own life. Mordecai is risking the life of his people. I don't think that God's probably calling you to risk your life at right now. But a lot of times we get to these points where God tells us to do something and it feels like we're risking a lot. I feel like I'm risking friendships. I feel like I'm risking this, that. What is something that you feel like God might tell you that you need to risk, to put on the line? What do you think? LJ.
My time.
What does that mean?
Like the times that I have for me, I need to be working on different things instead of just.
And so, just to clarify, you're risking time with your friends, essentially. Like, when you should be doing other things. Somebody else, what is something that God is calling you to risk? Kelsey.
Smile?
A smile? Is that what you said?
Inkling? I definitely know what I'm talking about. Inkling?
I need a little bit more
Also,
clarification.
right next to me in a weird
Right.
position.
Are you saying something for real, or are you saying just something?
Come back to me
We're
later.
gonna move on. Christopher, yes, what's up?
So maybe if you had a best friend or something and they were doing something that could bad and you had to stop them by telling someone and they would be in prison for the rest of their life and they were your best friend, that would really hurt you.
So sometimes God asks us to risk relationships. A couple examples of this is, your friend's doing something really, really wrong, especially to another person, and your friend's doing something wrong and you have to out them. Maybe that friend's picking on somebody. Maybe that friend is cheating. Maybe that friend's doing this other thing. You have to risk that relationship and say, hey, I think you should stop. Or even go to like a teacher or a parent and say, hey, my friend is doing this. Maybe another example, and this is really serious for a second, but maybe your friend has said, kind of on Donovan's note that, I want to take my own life. You hear your friend say
That's
that.
not funny. That's not
Because you
bad.
talked about the
That's serious.
Okay. Coming from what he was saying about life being worthless and things like that. Maybe you heard a friend say that. You feel like you're going to risk that friendship by betraying that trust, but you know that somebody needs to know that. That's an example of when relationships are going to risk. Is there something that God ever calls us to ask a risk besides just relationships, you think? So if it involves a friendship, if it involves a parent relationship, hands down, is there anything besides relationships you think God asks us to risk it?
He told us to he didn't really physically tell us, but he tells us, okay, how do I word this? I'm gonna say something else, I didn't know what to say, just from that. I don't know how to put it. Okay, so it's something.
It's something.
It's risking our schoolwork and like how our life goes.
For future?
Yeah, like the future.
Right? So sometimes God asks you to, I think that's fair. Yeah, sometimes God asks us to risk our future, right? So sometimes God, asks me to do something and I'm like, I really don't know how it's going to turn out. And in the story of Esther, like she might have died. There's some things that seem to risk our futures, right? Elizabeth. Emily. Okay, I'm good. Still like,
So, actually I had this happen to me one time. It was kind of like my safety too a little bit, but, I saw a little boy getting bullied at school one time. Like, the whole playground was open, and he wanted to be right there, like right there, right next to him, and he said, and the little boy was like, well, I'm here first, and he started like picking on him, shoving him and everything, and he was like, no, move, and, I just remember, instead of just kind of being like a bystander and just being like, not my problem, I remember going up to the, kid, and he was actually, a kid in our grade. He was a little mean at times, and he was like a year younger than us, and I just remember trying to stick up for him, and I do remember getting shoved a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't like I was getting bullied or anything after that, but I felt good about myself. I went home and I told my mom that I stuck up for a kid. It made me feel very proud of myself.
Just to give, because it's almost out of time. God calls us to risk all kinds of things for this growing kingdom. I think status is one. Sometimes you think, listen up, sometimes I think, man, people think of me different if I do what God's telling me to do, and I really don't do it. That's a status kind of thing. Sometimes God asks us to risk our own health. This kind of a crazy thought, those people who died for spreading the message all across the world. There are people who put their life on the line for Christ even today. There are people who literally die for the spreading the message, smuggling Bibles in countries that can have them. Sometimes God calls us to risk our relationships. Sometimes God calls us to risk our own pride. Sometimes God calls us to risk a wide assortment of things. And the truth is, what we believe is God calls you to do it, God will get you through it. I want you guys to know it. If God says, I want you to do this, God will provide a way for you to do it. And generally, I would say that maybe you don't see the fruit of the outcome immediately, like within the hour of that happening, but definitely within the next week, I think generally God shows why He wanted it to happen. That's not the case for all the time, but generally speaking, if God calls you to do it, God will give you a way through it, I promise you. And even if the risk seems high, even if the risk seems like you're going to lose a friend, or hurt somebody's feeling, or maybe even your physical safety, God will get you through it. God will help you with that. So, what happens in the resolution of this story is, in that that special banquet, Esther pleads for her life and her people's life. And he says, there's been this thing passed against us that's going to kill us all. And do you want me to die? And the king's like, no, who stupid person signed this? And it comes out that his high official got him to sign it. And then basically he skewers that guy on a pole. And then what they find out in the story is he can't reverse his own edict. So what they do is they make an edict that says that the Israelites can defend themselves against those people. So 75,000 Israelites defended themselves against these adversaries, and it says that they won. And actually, amongst the Jews, I think it's actually Yom Kippur, I think is the name of the holiday.
Purim.
Purim? Purim is still, yeah. Purim is the holiday that's still celebrated in the Jewish religion because of this deliverance of God. God has delivered the people. If God calls you through something, He will get you through it. Most of all, to that brain. I don't really think we believe that much in luck as Christians. I'm not going to say that it's impossible that there is some kind of thing that might look like luck. Well, generally what I want to say to you is God often gifts you with things that He wants you to use for His glory. In the case of Esther, God allowed her to be queen so that she could save her people. You got to look at the circumstances in your life as something that you can use for God's glory. I spent the first 7 years of my life in hospitals. I was really sick as a kid. God has used this, I think, in multiple ways because it's given me empathy. It's allowed me to relate with people. It's allowed me to be more sensitive just from those kind of things. God gives you things that might seem crappy, or they might be really good, but God still wants you to use those things for it. I don't really call it luck. What I would say is almost what a few people, you guys, like God has given you something. If you received it, you should use it for God. So if God calls you to it, He'll get you through it. God blesses you in ways He wants you to use it. So, no youth group this next week. So, because spring break, and then we have the youth rally this next Friday, not this Friday, next Friday. I know there's no youth group that time, but you guys need to be here at what time? 8:15.
In the morning or midday?
In the morning. Do you need to bring anything? Listen up. Do you need to bring anything?
Yes.
No. You don't need to bring anything. Not even money. But if you want to bring money, you can, because what we're giving, listen, what we're giving you guys is 2 slices of pizza and a $10 arcade card. And that also has unlimited laser tag and unlimited bowling. So it's going to be pretty good. But if you want more than 2 pieces of pizza and a soda and $10 of arcade stuff, you are more than welcome. Listen up, Miss Erica. You are more than welcome to bring money. But you do not have to bring it. We should be back here by 5 o'clock. There is a permission slip from the youth group that you need to have filled out, which I will have online for your families or on me. And then there's a permission slip also that's extra on top of that watch. I will have online for your families and for that when you need. So that's the last major thing. So I'm going to pray. If you have a question, you can talk to me after here. Father, I thank you for the students. I thank you for the story of Esther, and I thank you for delivering your people so that we can have a spiritual heritage that move to us now. Lord God, I just pray that you allow these students to know that sometimes you do sacrifice things, to give up things, but God, it's for your glory and never goes void. The things that you call us to give up are never senseless things, but things that add to your kingdom. Lord, just pray that you allow us to be sensitive to what you're calling us to do. We pray this in your name. Amen.
All right, guys. It's still recording. It's still going. Okay, guys, you're putting your Bibles up. Maybe it's still going, is it? Yeah, hold on. It's still going. Dang, fine. Almost an hour. Okay, guys. I just saw her. Oh my God, guys. That was a good session. It's still going. Okay. I don't think Davin came.
Has people said anything?
Yeah.
But how much people are watching?
2 right now, 4 likes total. Okay, so should I flip the camera? Yeah. Okay, guys, so we're gonna go get some dinner. We're gonna go get some dinner right now, guys. So yeah.
Hopefully more of y'all come.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it in my pocket. Oh, it's not time. Let's go this way. I wish Davin came.
You don't have to give. We got everything set.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
I know, that's nice of them. They're too nice. I know, right? Okay, I got it rolling still. Should I put the camera out? Flip it? Okay, guys, so we're here. We got some food. We got a root beer. And we got some cookies. Coach just said food. Yeah, he just said food. So I'm just gonna put it like that. Just put it down. But that's so nice of them. That's so nice of them. They made it. Oh, bro. This looks good. Alright, guys, another person's watching. We gotta show them the food again.
How much people?
2. I'm just gonna put it down. He said, "Can I have that cookie?" Look. He said, "Can I have that?"
Tell us, where'd you go?
Bro, these mashed potatoes are bomb. I was gonna save my mashed potato, my soda, but I was thirsty though. My throat was thirsty. I was like so thirsty. Oh, it's on the run. And they got a roll. Then it's been 1 hour.
I think,
I got a headshot. That's not even good. What's up, guys?
The door to life.
Let's subscribe to Dodo Laughing Softly, guys. He is awesome, y'all. This is Trevor walked by. He looked at the phone. So I'm just gonna put it like this. Forks here? Oh yeah. I wish Jeffrey can go because we've been asking for like. We've been asking him to go for like. Oh my gosh. Wait, Erica, you going to the park after? You going?
No, he feels like.
He said.
You know what I really want to do? Slap movies.
I want some. No, I didn't. I don't know if this is like turkey or whatever, but it has that. It's gonna give it a hot sauce though.
No, BBQ.
Like barbecue sauce? Yeah. Oh, we can mix it? You never know.
Of the BB.
It's still rolling. For an hour, it's been wiped in this one. There's no way it would roll for that long because my storage. Uh-oh.
I'll keep you updated on Facebook. You got us on Facebook? That's what we'll do. Teenagers! After you are done eating, you need to go home, right? But one thing I need you guys to be extra respectful today is actually the Catholics have a very important service today called Ash Wednesday. Guys, there's no running in the halls right now. Guys, they are in service. This is a very reverent service. You guys need to quietly go home after you've eaten. And then the last person at the table needs to clear off the white thing on the table and throw that in the trash. And one of you guys is really nice. You guys would help take out the trash. Okay? So, and then those who are slated to help out Miss Michelle, after you're done eating, you need to make a beeline to there and not do that until after that's done. Got it?
Yes, sir.
This is not a day I want to come and find kids running outside. There is a service going on that is very important. Got it? Got it.
Yes, sir. Okay, guys. So, how is it doing? It's awesome, y'all. The mac and cheese is kind of cold, but it's okay. Everything's okay. We're gonna go to the park. Oh, there we flip the camera. We're gonna go to the park after we eat. Got some rolls, bro. Yeah, we're gonna go to the park afterward, and yeah. And this was like buttered, like really, like all over. I said, that's the night there. We're gonna handshake in a bar. We go boom, 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 boom. boom, 2, 2, 5, drop.
You know, Dominic?
Are you gonna go to the Minecraft?
You know, Dominic? We made up a handshake. It goes boom, 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 boom.
My sister and I at school today, we made a handshake. We go like, then we go back, or then we pull the trigger. We go boom, boom, boom. Slide, pull the. Oh, I did it wrong. Pull the trigger, and then we do that. It's cool. We go like it's cool. It's so awesome.
Oh yeah, me and Hunter have something similar like that. But boom, 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 boom.
You said.
At the end, we're good. Oh no. Okay. Boom.
Man, the only time jumping time was like. Yeah, you're right.
Me and my dad are like really easy. So it goes boom, 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 boom.
My dad and I, we go. And we go boom. Then we go slide, drop. Then we go. Right, he can hit the phone.
Dorian, I should tell you.
What?
In the life of a noob, I rarely use my gun.
Oh my god.
In the life of a noob, it's fun for everyone. In the life of a noob, I watch the rising sun. Living life of a noob, or I'm always on the run. Take over the yeah, of course, you see, I come out to see the window.
Y'all are on roller coasters.
Oh, I thought that was yours, Simone. My brothers, we are family great. I'm fun. Dang, 5 likes. See that? Ooh. We got some cookies, guys. Boom. How much people are watching? When are you gonna end the stream? When I want to. You're bored. If you're bored, then stop watching it then, boy.
Maddie, what if one of them said twinkle, 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 little stars? Like, twinkle,
It would have been better with some milk.
Done.
I ate most of my food, but your vegetables are gone.
Wait,
when I was little, I thought these were yellow carrots.
I could see that. When you were during the session, you had your hand. You said, "Ow!" I was trying out the laugh.
Maddie,
I watched the rising sun.
Don't do it, you're gonna throw up.
no, I don't.
Alright. Come on, focus it, please. Okay, that's a lot. That's fine. Thank you. That's all your fault. Dora, Maddie,
You wind up your shoe. It went on you.
Are you still recording? Yep. No, it's live streaming. I got 2 cookies. Did you get 2?
Here. Oh, come on. Here it is.
Okay. I thought you were wrong for you heard before me.
Momentum.
What do you think I said? I mean,
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Hey, Kelsey, where the heck is your rush? Where the heck is your soaking? I went back for you. You like no.
Betty, you the last one on the table. You are. Alright. I think we're going a long way. Oh, yeah.
Help up, your eyes. Your eyes. It's still like, dude, it's legit probably daylight savings because see how bright it is? Nah, it's not, I don't know really. Maddie, and I was like, they all looked at me. I'm like, I ain't crazy. You're crazy. You're not going to lane first? Alright. Where are we going? Let's go. It's amazing. I just saw Regis. Regis? This kid? It's only 6:42. I've been streaming for an hour and 14 minutes. Let's go this way. Well, there's so many people because it's Ash Wednesday. What if it's daylight savings? I'm excited. Oh, it is already because remember how you used to get dark at 6? Oh, yeah. It's not even dark yet. And it's going to be spring. Oh.
Wow.
A lot of people.
Whoa. So many people at church.
After this part, we'll go. Never mind.
Bro, I just wanted to both go and look it. After this car, we gotta go. Okay. Where now? Bro, I'm gonna cut through here.
You gotta be straight.
Woo! So guys, if you didn't know, it is Ash Wednesday for people who are Catholic. And yeah, should we go to the Lion Park? Do some flips or something? So it's Ash Wednesday. If you didn't know, it's Ash Wednesday for people who are Catholic, but we're Christians. So
Hold up. I'm gonna go get my jacket.
alright. But yeah, it is like church service is over. Okay, I'm coming. Now we're going back because, you know, turn this way. Woo. Oh yeah, I forgot. Woo. Wasn't church good today? Yeah. Woo. Woo. Wow. What's up, Donovan? Okay, Lion Park. Flips. Okay. I can't believe I'm still going. So what'd you learn today at church, Dorian?
Don't hit God.
Well, that is kind of part of it. But to always have his back, I guess. Leave him. Yep. So yeah, we're gonna do some flips and stuff. Cause like the weather has been, you know, crazy today.
It's been hot to cold.
Hot to the cold. Okay, hot to the cold. Hot to God.
That was crazy.
To the cold. All right. Hot to the cold. Okay. Hot to the cold. Hey.
What does that look like? We
Hot
don't need
to the cold. Okay. Hot to the cold. All right. Hot. That would be great though.
And then Devin was like the dancer. I was the rapper. You were the person that said.
All right. Okay. It was hot to the cold. Hot to the cold. Okay. Hot to the cold. Hey. Hot to the cold. We're being stupid right now. Man, that's flipped over still.
I know.
Trying to do some flips. Want to flip it over so we can do flips off of the table? He said, yeah. Or that. Woo! And let go.
Can we go over here?
Yeah. We'll push it this way.
Yeah.
Hot to go.
I think.
I'll pull. Here, I'll just push and you pull. Ready, go.
You might want to set the phone down.
It's alright. That's the most it's gonna go because the rocks are going over it. And it's just really flipped anyway. Okay, guys. I'm gonna put it right here. Actually, I'm gonna put it Right there. Matrix. Alright. Hold up. Yeah, there we go. Woo! Just like that. Oh, backflip. 3, 2, 1, go. Hold on. Maddie, I don't think that's good enough. Because maybe we might like land like on here and it might like. Oh, I guess it is. It's fine. Yeah, I'll just do this one. Ready, set, go. Whoa, okay. Other side? Right? Oh, good. Whoa. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm low. I have a little energy. Right? Hold on. I'm gonna set my stuff down. Got the ball. Remove that. Look at my legs. Did it. I did the front. Run our backs. Run our back. Oh, just here? Yeah, we can practice them. I can do it. Can you point the camera towards us? Like, towards this area? It's dark right now, guys. Yeah. I'm gonna just work on my, like, practice mine. Awesome. I'm gonna work on mine. You do yours? It's not gonna be great. Here, I'll show you what I've been doing. I've been doing like this. I've been going like. I thought you were gonna go for you. This is what I've been doing. It's not the backflip. I've been going like. God. Well, I gotta do it. I've been going. I can't breathe. That was it? Oh my God. In the video, I thought you were photoshopping. But no, I saw it in real life. I know. Photoshopping. Dang. Holy crap. Did I do it this way? You did it that way. Jesus. Oh my God. We didn't freak out. Okay, I need to catch my breath. Okay, I'll do this. All right. Can you try punching a little more harder? Yo. You've been working on this trick for a long time. Yeah. My first combo. is that? Hop to the car. Okay, hop. To the car. It's getting louder and louder, and I'm like, holy crap. I know. Stop attacking me, you stupid cat.
Cat, just come over here.
Oh, God. I might just do the thing.
All right.
I just went like this. This way. I'm gonna try it into there or something. That probably helps.
Oh. Oh, dang. That was it.
I'm gonna do what I was doing earlier.
Oh! Can you try to do it without hands?
I'm not pinning.
Oh, dang!
Yeah, I pretty much have. I just need to punch.
You want me to try?
I'll just keep practicing.
All right, can I set this down?
Yeah, I'm taking it like really slow.
I'll do a round up back like you.
Go like slow, like I'm just going like, and then just. Oh, dang! How do you do it that slow? I don't know. Yeah, like that. That was it.
That's hard.
Uh-huh.
Try and get more speed, and it's easier with more speed. So, try and like start from here.
Dang.
It's easier.
Yeah.
Try more speed, okay?
Okay. I'm gonna gradually add some more speed to it.
Right.
Okay. Here's a little bit of speed. Oh God.
Trying to like just keep on running till you get to my jacket. Yeah, I'm gonna gradually do a little bit. So here's a little bit. Whoa, got scared. So yeah, just a little bit. Then I get back. Oh, messed up. Here, let me put it further so you get a little more speed. Oh, you can like do that. Okay. Seems far, but it's actually easy. Hello. What are y'all saying? Oh yeah, we already ate the cookie. Yes, Maddie. Try and run, cause you're like walking. Try and like jog a little bit, like. Okay. Okay. See? Okay, I'll do it. But once I do it, if you're not scared, you'll get some speed. I'm telling you. Oh, God. I just need to go for it. Yes, yes. Woo. Now, Maddie, it's gonna start getting hard. Yeah. Oh God. This will give you enough to like kind of skip. You said it looks weird, but I know. I'm telling you, it looks weird, but you will do it. Want me to do it first? Then you practice. Whoa. Yeah. Here, I'll do it. Oh, I see. I see. I understand. I just need to come back. When you're going about to do the runoff, try and like push on the last side. Yeah, like push on the last step you take. Like, see how much air that got me? Uh-huh. A little faster. That's all. Want to bring it back a little? It's okay. You can do it. Yes. I need to go a little faster. Yeah. Each time you do it, just try and go faster. It feels like it's getting easier. Yeah. The faster you run, the easier it is. Oh God. I had the right idea. I just see once you're fast, it's you barely have to do anything. See how easy that was?
Oh.
There. Now try to like skip a little bit. See, yeah, that's the momentum I want you to have.
Okay. Still kind of.
Now each time just try going faster and faster. You feel that ease?
Oh. And I feel the speed.
Want to try running further? Or
I'm gonna see what I do.
okay.
Dang. You should have saw that one.
Now just do that, but try like letting your hands, keep your hands down a little bit.
Oh god. Yeah, because the ones I'm doing are back handsprings.
Yeah, try and just not tuck.
But like,
Do you want to
yeah.
try and tuck?
I tried, but probably because yesterday I was diving, now I'm actually jumping. So, am I diving still today or not?
You're jumping better than you were yesterday, the other days. Dang, that was a big jump. I saw that one. Actually,
I said-
jump.
I need more height. That's my thing. Need some more height.
So I've been noticing that you're kind of in the push up position. You want to be as straight as possible, cause you don't want to start a backflip like
There,
this.
yeah.
You want to try starting a backflip like as straight as possible. So like. Yeah, kind of like that. Like, and kind of like jump off of your hands. So it gives you like a little more momentum.
Huh? Huh? I'm like, huh?
Wait, what time is it? Oh, people been texting.
What'd y'all say?
7 and I gotta go home. What are you supposed to be home at 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna start heading home, guys. Guys. So I'm coming home. I've been practicing my runoff backflip. I'm still working on it. I have it. I just need to get some more air and stuff. So yeah, we're gonna get home because tomorrow's school and stuff. But yeah, did you enjoy yourself, Dorothy Taffy?
Yep.
I did too. Yeah. So we just been doing some flips. I progressed like a lot from yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was diving a lot. Now I'm actually going for it. And I felt it. I like went back. I just need to like go back.
The second last one, or I think the last one,
That was what.
you
That was good.
jumped really high.
Yeah, it was good. So yeah,
You jumped
guys.
at least like this high.
Yeah, that's really good for me. Cause before I was just diving.
You were diving with me.
So
like that high.
basically I can do it. I just need to correct it.
Yeah.
So I can run out back.
Remember I almost round off back, flipped over higher than the gate?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah, usually we come in the mornings.
Like my head can barely fit over that.
We should have a live stream in the morning. When we walk to school. Oh, that car scared me.
Marty, what if you recorded Toya like shouting at the kids? And
She get exposed quick. She get exposed
And
quick.
you show your dad, Dad, look what Mrs. and Toya been doing.
My mom has been streaming for 2 hours. It's 1 hour and 42 minutes. Jesus. Alright, y'all, we're heading home. It's late. Thank you for watching. And we'll see y'all tomorrow morning. And yeah, peace. Dad, my phone is almost dead too.